Welcome back to 31 Days at the Beach. Today, I'm once again joined by Kevin McElreath. Every day for the next 7 days, I'm going to ask Kevin 2 questions, one about careers and one about the beach. Let's see what he has to say today. So, Kevin, when you're interviewing for a job, what's the first thing that you notice about the organization?
Okay, well, let me first say, I don't know if this has been mentioned yet, but I am an MBA. I've had several different careers. I've been an entrepreneur. I've worked in different types of organizations, from small to large, government, private sector, a little bit of everything. So I've seen a lot, and so that's why he is actually asking me some of the questions today. So the first thing, I've been to a lot of interviews, so the first thing I've noticed is you can kind of get an idea for the company culture by just looking around. Are the people friendly? Is it a fast-paced work environment? Are the phones ringing off the hook? Do people look like they're busy, or do they just look like they're, hanging out or whatever? Does it look laid back and relaxed? And you can usually get an idea for that before you ever even go back for the interview. So that's the first piece of it. The second piece is during the job interview, you got to think about this. You're probably being interviewed by an immediate supervisor, or if it's a small company, it's going to be an owner of the company. So if this person's a jerk right off the bat, or if they're super formal, it might be a tough place to work. I'm just going to be honest with you. If they're laid back and they're doing kind of like this in the interview, and they're crossing their legs and they're, talking to you like a buddy, it might be a lot better place to work. And what you want to do, a technique I would tell you, is always try to mirror that person. If that person's sitting straight up in their chair and they got their hands folded like this and they're speaking to you in very formal terms, then you want to do that same thing. If they're really relaxed and laid back like this, I'm not saying do like this, but you might lean back in your chair, you might be able to cross your legs, you might be able to make some small talk, tell them about your personal life a little bit outside of your qualifications. So I think you get a big idea of the company culture just from walking in, taking a look around, and getting to know that person doing your interview.
Absolutely. Definitely agree with that. So question number 2, this is a beach question. So if you just have one day at Cocoa Beach, what do you absolutely have to do while you're here?
I haven't been to all the restaurants, but I do know that there's a downtown section that's off of A1A, a little bit south of where we are today. They had live music down there. There were, lots of tourists hanging out. Really cool sector of the town. But I would say above all, that may not be for everybody, the party life and the bars and all that kind of stuff, but I would say everybody should at least go to Ron John's Surf Shop and check it out. It's a 2-story place with all types of beach apparel, beach paraphernalia. It's just really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at, even if you don't buy anything.
Absolutely. I love Ron John's Surf Shop. Just so you know, the Ron John Surf Shop that's here in Cocoa Beach is the largest Ron John Surf Shop in the entire country. So you're going to get everything when you go there. It's like a big shopping mall when you go into the Ron John Surf Shop in Cocoa Beach. Now, I'm going to answer this question as well. What I would recommend while you're down at Cocoa Beach is to check out 2 of the greatest restaurants that are here. One is Grills. It's the very first restaurant that I went to when I bought this timeshare back in 2013 at Discovery Beach Resort. And it is just a fantastic place. I loved it the first time I went there. Everything's grilled. There's nothing fried. So if you're on a health kick, it's a perfect place to go. And the other place I'd recommend would be Seafood Atlantic. If you want to get fresh lobster and some of the greatest soup that you've ever had, go there. It is fantastic. Be prepared for a very pricey bill, but it's worth it. The other thing I would probably recommend is that you go to Disney World while you're here. You're only an hour away from Orlando. Go check out Disney World or go check out Universal Studios. And if you didn't come here during the summer, you can go to Universal Studios in October and check out Halloween Horror Nights. Fantastic show. Anyway, so this has been the 31 Days at the Beach series. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today for this fantastic series. If you did enjoy today's conversation, be sure to like, follow, or subscribe, because tomorrow we'll have 2 more questions with Mr. Kevin McElreath right here on 31 Days at the Beach. Thanks for watching the Job Search Reality series, and have a wonderful day.